Hello everyone! Magandang buhay sa lahat. Welcome na welcome po kayo dito sa aking Mathematics Tagalog tutorial. Sa video na ito ay papaliwanag ko sa inyo on how to solve word problems involving algebraic formulas. I am going to present 9 different problems with step-by-step computation. Okay, so let's start. For number 1 problem, the sum of a number and 5 is 25. What is the number? Okay, so this problem is an application of solving equation. So para ma-solve natin itong word problem na ito, first, i-determine natin what is asked in the problem. So the problem asked, what is the number? So para masagot natin yung hinahanap ng problem, ay kailangan nating intindihin yung ating verbal phrase or statement. So iba ko po yung ating verbal statement. The sum of a number and 5 is 25. So dito po natin makukuha yung sagot dun sa tanong na what is the number. Okay? So, next step ay we're going to translate this verbal phrase into equation. Okay? So, intindihin po natin, the sum of a number and 5 is 25. So, ano po kaya yung kanyang equation? Okay? So, ano pong ibig sabihin ng sum? We are going to add. Okay? So, ano po yung i-add natin? Yung number and 5. Since we don't know what is a number, then the number ire-represent natin ng variable. Okay? Kaya, we are going to represent this one. Ito po yung kanyang equation. Okay? Ulitin natin. The sum of a number and 5. So, we're going to add the number and then 5. Okay? Sum is addition, number is x, and then 5 is this one. And, nakalagay po dito is 25. So, ang ibig sabihin po ng is equal sign. Okay? Or the result is 25. So, x plus 5 is equal to 25. Or, the sum of a number and 5 is 25. So, ganyan po yung kanyang equation. Okay? So, next step, if you have now the equation, then you're going to solve. Applying, it's either var model or yung different properties of equality. Okay? Okay, so paano po natin masosolve itong equation na ito? So, ibaba ko po dito. So, x plus 5 is equal to 25. I am going to move 5 to the right side of equal sign. Isasama natin sa 25. So, what property of equality that we're going to use to move plus 5 to the right side? So, ang property, ang gagamitin po natin ay subtraction property. Since ito po ay plus 5, ang reverse po or opposite ng positive 5 ay negative 5. So, plus 5, then you're going to subtract 5 to both sides of the equation. So, minus 5, minus 5. So, ang purpose po niyan ay tatanggalin po natin itong plus 5 minus 5 because 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So, ang matitira po sa left ng equal sign, that is equal to x. And then, sa right side, you subtract 25 minus 5, that is equal to 20. So, therefore, the value of x is 20 in our equation. At yung x na yon, yun yung nag-represent ng number. Kaya ang sagot po natin ay, the number is 20. Kasi ang hinahanap ng problem is, what is the number? So our answer is, the number is 20. Now, let's check if our answer is correct. So we're going to substitute the value of x20 sa ating original equation. X plus 5 is equal to 25. So the value of x here is 20. Okay? Then, plus 5 equal to 25. So, what is 20 plus 5? That is equal to 25. Is 25 equal to 25? Yes, that's correct. So, ibig sabihin, yung sagot po natin na number or x is equal to 20 is correct. Okay, for number 2 problem, when 15 is subtracted from 2 times a number, the result is 5. Find the number. Okay, I will repeat. When 15 is subtracted from 2 times a number, the result is 5. Find the number. Okay, so what is asked in the problem? We're going to find the problem. At saan po natin makukuha yung problem? Mula po dito sa ating first sentence or first verbal phrase. So, ang first step po natin na gagawin ay we're going to translate the statement into verbal or mathematical equation. Okay? So, translate po natin into equation. So, ito po yung kanyang statement. 15 is subtracted from 2 times a number. Okay? So, yung 15 daw ay susubtract natin from 2 times a number. So, again, i-represent natin yung number by any variable or letter. Okay? So, this is our equation. 2x minus 15. Ito po yung 15 is subtracted from 2 times a number. Okay, ito po yung 2x minus 15. Okay? So 15, this one, subtracted from, kaya nahuhuli po yung 15, 2 times a number. So 2 times a number, it is 2x. Okay? The result is 5. Ang ibig sabihin po ng the result is that is equal to 5. Okay? Kaya equal to 5 po yung dito sa ating equation. Okay, so if we have now the equation, then we're going to solve again applying the different techniques in solving equations. It's either bar model or properties of equality. So first step to solve this one using properties of equality, we're going to move minus 15 sa right ng equal sign. Okay, how? Since yung ating pong given ay minus 15, so para matanggal yung minus 15, ang opposite ng minus 15 ay positive 15. So we're going to add positive 15 to both sides of equation. So ang ginamit po natin dito ay addition, property of equality. Okay? So we are going to remove minus 15 plus 15. Okay? Because minus 15 plus 15 is 0. So ang maiwan po dito sa left ng equal sign ay ito pong 2x. And then sa right of equal sign, 5 plus 15 is equal to 20. So we have now 2x is equal to 20. So kapag nasusolve po tayo, hindi pa po ito yung final answer natin kasi may kasamang 2 yung x. So we're going to remove 2 here and move sa right side ng equal sign. So ano po yung gagamitin natin para matanggal yung 2? Ang gagamit po natin diyan ay pwede pong division property or multiplication property. So ang gagawin ko po ay division property. I am going to divide 2 to both side of the equation. Okay? Ang purpose po niyan kung bakit po natin i-divide ng 2 ay para makancel natin yung 2 na kasama ng x. So matitira po dito sa left ng equal sign ay itong x na lang. So we have now x is equal to, sa right side, 10. How? 20 divided by 2 is 10. So we have now x is equal to 10 or the number is 10. So yun po yung hinahanap sa problem na find the number. So the number is 10. So let's check if our computation or answer is correct. Okay? So mula dito sa ating original equation, check natin. We have 2x minus 15 is equal to 5. So ang x natin ay 10. So substitute po natin dito sa x dito. So this become 2 times 10 minus 15 equal to 5. So, ang value ng x ay 10. So, multiply first before you subtract. 2 times 10 is 20. Okay? Minus 15 equal to 5. And 20 minus 15 is 5. So, we have now 5 is equal to 5. Are they equal? Yes, they are equal. So, therefore, yung sagot po natin na 10 ay correct. Okay, so how about this number 3 problem? The sum of a number and 20 is 3 times the number. What is the number? Okay, so medyo mahaba po yung ating word problem. Pero paano po ba yan sagutan? So again, ang hinahanap po ng problem ay what is the number. So para masagot nyo yung tinatanong ng problem, ay kailangan i-translate natin itong ating verbal phrase into equation. Okay, so ibaba ko po. The sum of a number and 20 is 3 times the number. Okay, so dalawa po yung ating statement. Una po ay the sum of a number and 20. So guhitan natin. The sum of a number and 20 and yung isa ay 3 times the number. Okay. So yung pong is dito na nakapagitan, ito po yung kanyang equal sign. So ito po ay left ng equal sign at ito naman po 3 times the number ay right ng equal sign. Okay? Namamagitan po sa kanila yung is. So first, paano po kaya yan i-translate? Again, so step by step, ito po yan. So sa left, ito po yung equal sign natin. Yung left ng equal sign ay ito po. The sum of a number and 20. So you're going to add a number and 20. So yung number ay nirepresent ko po using variable m. So any variable po pwede dito. So the number is m and then that is sum, so plus 20. So the sum of a number and 20. Ito po yun. And then is, ito na po yung equal sign. And then yung right po niya ay 3 times the number. So kung ano po yung ginamit nyo sa first statement na number, na variable, ganoon din po yung gagamitin nyo sa kabila. Okay, hindi po pwedeng magkaibang variable ang gagamitin po natin. Ano po? Kasi iisang equation po yan. Okay? So, number dito ay m ang ginamit na variable. So, may number na naman po dito sa right. So, kailangan m din po yung gagamitin natin para po pareho. Ano po? Okay, so we have now the equation m plus 20 is equal to 3m. Okay? So, next, we're going to solve this one. Ano po yung gagawin natin? Baba ko po yung ating equation. I-move po natin itong or can be para medyo madali po yung ating computation ay ito pong 3m at m plus 20 pwede po nating gamitin using symmetric property. Okay, so pagbalterin po natin yung left and right ng equal sign. So yung 3m andito na po sa left, ito po yung equal sign natin at yung m plus 20 nandito na po sa right ng equal sign. So first ay i-move ko po yung tawag dito, variable m dito sa left ng equal sign. Isasama ko po sa 3m kasi pareho po silang may m. Okay? So, paano po ma-move itong m to the left ng equal sign? Okay, so since this positive m, ang opposite po niya ay negative m. So, you're going to subtract m. So, we have now minus m sa right, minus m sa left. Okay? So, kung ano po yung imaminus natin sa right, dapat gawin din po sa kabila. Okay, so ang purpose nun, ito pong m minus m, magiging 0 na po yan. So, ang meron na po tayo dito ay 3m minus m. So, paano po ito isi-simplify yung 3m minus m? So, ganito lang po yun. The answer is 2m. So, m here, ano yung numerical coefficient ng m dito? So, wala pong naka-indicate. Understood, ito po ay 1. Okay? So, lagay ko po 1. So, we have now 3m minus 1m. Okay, so, to subtract, since pareho silang variable, copy lang natin yung variable, and then subtract natin yung numerical coefficient na 3 and 1. So, 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So, the answer here is 2m. Okay? And then, sa right ng equal sign, wala na po itong m minus m is 0. Then, we have now plus 20 or positive 20. No need to indicate plus sign for positive. So, ilagay ko lang po dyan ay 20. So, we have now the equation 2m is equal to 20. So, ang sinusolve po natin ay value ng m. May kasama pong 2. So, ang gagawin po natin dyan to remove 2 ay division property. I'm going to divide 2 to remove 2 na kasama ng m. Okay? Again, kung ano po yung kasama ng m, yun po yung i-divide natin sa both sides. So, since ito po ay 2, kaya divide 2 to both sides. Okay? Cancel natin yung 2. Ang matitira po dito sa left ng equal sign ay ito pong m. So, this become m is equal to sa right side, 20 divided by 2 is 10. So we have now m is equal to 10. At yung m po ay yun po yung number na ginamit natin. So the number is equal to 10. So yun po yung hinahanap ng problem na what is the number. Okay, so let's check if our answer is correct. So mula sa ating original equation, m plus 20 is equal to 3m. Ito po yun. Substitute natin yung value ng m na na-compute natin, which is 10. So, dalawa po yung m natin. Dalawang beses po ilalagay yung 10. So, ito po yung m. So, let's become 10 plus 20 is equal to, okay, 3. Stay po siya. And then, m is 10. 3m means 3 times m. So, kaya ito po ay 3 times 10. Then, you're going to add what is 10 plus 20? That is equal to 30. At sa right side, 3 times 10, that is equal to 30. Is 30 equal to 30? Yes, equal po sila. So, ibig sabihin, nag-equal po yung left and right ng equation. Our answer, m is equal to 10, or the number is 10 is correct. Okay, so how about this number 4 problem? If the perimeter of a square garden is 48 meters, what is the length of each side of the garden? Okay, so ito pong ating problem number 4 ay about the perimeter of a square garden. Okay? And then, ang hinahanap po ng problem ay yung length ng side of the square garden. Okay, so kapag ganito po yung problem na about shapes, okay? About the perimeter or about area, ay kailangan po nating i-recall yung kanyang formula. Okay, ibaba ko po yung ating statement. The perimeter of a square garden is 48 meters. So, para ma-identify po natin yung formula, ay hindi po manggagaling dito na parang yung first 1, 2, 3 problem natin. Ang kailangan i-recall natin dito ay yung perimeter ng square. So, ano po yung perimeter ng square? Ang perimeter po ng square ay P is equal to 4S. So, P stands for perimeter and S stands for the sides of the square. Okay. So, mula dito sa formula ng perimeter of a square, P is equal to 4S, ay substitute po natin yung given na perimeter ng square garden na 48 meters. Okay, lagay po natin dito, P is equal to 48. So, hindi ko na po muna inilagay yung unit niya na M. So, mamaya natin ilalagay. Okay? So, 48 perimeter of the square garden is equal to 4S. Now, we are going to solve this equation. Ito na po yung ating equation. 48 is equal to 4S. So, to solve for sides of the garden, dito po sa ating formula ay S, i-remove natin itong 4. Okay? So, paano po? By using the properties of equality, 4S, 4 times S, multiplication. Ang opposite po ng multiplication ay division. So, gagamit po tayo dyan ng division property. Okay? So, since 4 po yung i-move natin sa left ng equal sign, di-divide natin yung ating equation ng 4 sa left and right or both sides of the equation. So again, ang purpose po niyan ay to cancel 4. So we have now 48 divided by 4, that is equal to 12. And then, ang matitira po dito if you cancel 4 ay ito pong side. So we have now 12 is equal to S. And again, what is S? That is the side of the square garden. So, our answer here is the length of each side is 12 meters. So, ilagay na po natin yung unit kapag naglalagay na po tayo ng final answer. So, 12 meters. So, let's check if our answer is correct. So, check natin. Perimeter is equal to 4S. Okay, ang perimeter po ay 48 meters. So, lagay po natin. At ang side ay 12 meter. Lagay po natin sa side. So, this become 48 is equal to 4 times 12. Okay? So, simplify natin. What is 4 times 12? That is equal to 48. So, 48 is equal to 48. Are they equal? Yes, they are equal. So, therefore, yung sagot po natin na the side of the square is 12 meter, this is correct. For number 5 problem, Tiny had 300 pesos in her wallet. She bought 4 ribbons worth Y pesos each. If the money left in her wallet is 100 pesos, how much is the price of each ribbon? Okay, so ito naman po ang ating problem number 5 ay medyo kakaiba po sa mga naunang problem natin. Okay, so involved po dito yung peso. Okay, so paano po natin ito isosolve? Ang hinahanap po ng problem is how much is the price of each ribbon. Okay, so ang gagawin po natin ay ilelet po natin ng isang variable na price ng ribbon. Kasi yun po yung hinahanap ng problem. Okay, the price of each ribbon. Okay, so we're going to let y for the price of each ribbon. Okay, kasi y po yung ginamit dito sa problem na variable. Nakalagay po dito, she bought 4 ribbons worth y pesos each. Ito po, so yung price po ng ribbon ay 4 pesos. Okay, so paano po natin i-create yung kanyang equation? Okay, so ganito lang po yon. So first po ay si Tina daw po ay meron siyang 300 pesos sa kanyang wallet. Okay, ito po yung ating first sentence. Okay, so mayroong 300 pesos si Tiny sa kanyang wallet. Then she bought 4 ribbons worth Y pesos each. So bumili po ng 4 na ribbon. Okay, so since 4 na ribbon po yung kanyang bibilhin, ima-minus po natin yan mula sa kanyang 300 pesos. Kasi 300 pesos po yung laman ng wallet niya. So, 4 ribbons worth of Y pesos. So, ima-minus po natin yan. Ibabawas natin sa 300 kasi bibili po siya. Okay? So, minus 4 ribbons times Y. Y is the price of each ribbon. And then, sa next sentence po natin ay, if the money left in her wallet is 100 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, kapag binayaran po niya yung 4 na ribbon na worth Y pesos, ang matitira po sa kanyang wallet ay 100 pesos. So, yan na po yung ating equation. 300 minus 4Y is equal to 100. Okay? So, now, we're going to solve this equation for the value of Y here. Okay? At ang Y po, yun po yung price of each ribbon. So, paano po? So, itong 300 pesos na ito or 300, imumove ko po sa right ng equal sign. Okay? So, 300, paano po imumove yan? Since positive 300 po yan, ay ang gagawin po natin ay subtraction property. So, we are going to subtract minus 300 to both side of the equation. Okay? Para may move natin yung 300 pesos. So, yung 300 minus 300 ay mamumove na po ito. This will become 0. Okay? So, matitira po dito ay minus 4y. So, take note kapag ganito pong mayroong minus 4y, kukunin po natin yung kanyang operation as the sign. Ano po? Since ito po ay minus 4y, ito po ay magiging negative 4y. Okay? Is equal to, subtract natin, 100 minus 300. And what is 100 minus 300? Ito po ay negative 200. So, mayroon na po tayong equation na negative 4y is equal to negative 200. Okay, so we're going to remove negative 4 here para y lang po ang matitira sa left ng equal sign. So, to remove, gagamit po tayo ng division property. So, divide by negative 4. Since negative 4 po yung numerical coefficient of y. So, divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. So, again, ang purpose po niyan is to cancel negative 4. So, matitira po dito sa left ng equal sign ay ito na lang pong y. Okay? And then, sa right side, negative 200 divided by negative 4. Okay? So, negative divided by negative is positive, right? And then, 200 divided by 4 is equal to 50. So, y is equal to 50. Since ito pong y ay price of each ribbon, lalagay po natin yung kanyang unit na pesos. Okay? So, y is equal to 50 pesos. So, the price of the ribbon is 50 pesos. Okay, let's check if our answer is correct. Again, meron pong 300 pesos si Tiny. Bumili po siya ng 4 ribbon na tag 50 pesos. So, imaminus po natin sa kanyang pera na 300. So, matitira po sa kanyang wallet ay 100 pesos. Okay, so let's check if our equation is correct. Okay, or equal. So, first, subtract natin 4 minus 50. That is equal to 200. So, 300 minus 200 is equal to 100. Okay? So, ito na po yung ating equation. Then, subtract what is 300 minus 200? That is 100. Then, equal to 100. Is 100 equal to 100? Okay, so that's correct. So, therefore, yung sagot po natin na 50 pesos, the price of each ribbon is correct. Okay, so the price of each ribbon is 50 pesos. Okay, for number 6 problem. 35 more than 8 times a number is the same as 40 less than the product of negative 7 and the number. What is the number? Okay, wow. Medyo mahaba-haba po yung ating verbal phrase. So, paano po kaya isosolve? Ang hinahanap po ng problem ay what is the number? So, para ma-solve po natin, ibaba ko po para mas malinaw. Okay, so dalawa po yung left and right ng ating equation. Okay, or yung ating left and right ng ating equation ay medyo mahaba yung kanyang statement. So, niread ko na po dito yung is the same as, ibig sabihin po niyan ay equal sign. Okay? So, ito po ay is the same as equal sign. At yung left ng equal sign ay ito po yung kanyang statement. 35 more than 8 times a number. Okay? Ito yung left side. At yung right side naman ng equal sign ay ito po. 40 less than, guhitan natin. So, 40 less than the product of negative 7 and the number. Okay? So, ito po yung kanyang left ng equal sign. Ito po yung right ng equal sign at ito naman po yung left. Okay? So, paano po kaya natin yan gawan ng equation? Ganito lang po yan. Unahin natin yung left ng equal sign. Ito po. 35 more than 8 times a number. Ito yung kanyang equation. So, paano? 35, ito po yung 35. More than is plus. Okay? And 8 times a number, 8m. So, 8 times a number. So, yung number po na tinutukoy natin dito ay hindi natin alam. Yun po yung susolve natin. So, i-represent po natin using variable. So, ang ginamit ko pong variable dito ay m. Kaya 8 times m. 8 times a number. Okay? So, ito po yung left ng equal sign, 35 plus 8m. So, ang kasunod po dito ay is the same as equal sign. So, lagyan po natin ng equal. And then, yung right ng equal sign ay 40 less than the product of negative 7 and the number. Okay, so meron po, ang ginamit po na operation dito ay less than, ito po ay minus. So, yung nauna po dito ay 40. Kapag less than po yung ating statement, ay yung nauna, yun yung ihuhuli natin pag itatranslate. So, 40 yung nauna, kaya ihuhuli po natin yung 40. Okay, less than the product of negative 7 and the number. So, ano po yung product? You are going to multiply negative 7 and the number. So, again, ang number na ginamit natin sa una ay m. dapat m din po yung number na gagamitin natin sa pangalawa. Kaya ito po ay negative 7 times the number m, so negative 7m, and then minus 40. Okay? So, yan na po yung translation ng ating verbal phrase or problem. 35 plus 8m is equal to negative 7m minus 40. Okay? So, we're going now to solve. So, paano? First, imumove ko po itong 35 dun sa right ng equal sign. Okay? Isasama po natin sa 40. Pero paano po i-move yan? Ganito lang po yon. So, since positive 35, ang opposite po ng positive 35 ay negative 35. Kaya, magsusubtract po tayo ng minus 35 sa both side ng equation. Okay? So that, ito pong 35 minus 35 will become 0. At ang matitira po sa left ng equal sign ay 8m. Okay? So, 8m is equal to negative 7m, and then isusubtract po natin itong negative 40 minus 35. So ganito po marami pong nalilito dito yung pagsusubtract. Ang ginagawa po nila ay hindi po isinasama yung minus. So dapat pag nagsubtract po tayo dito at mayroong minus, ay sasama po natin yung kanyang operation. Yung iba po kasi, ang ginagawa dito ay 40 minus 35. Ang sagot po dito ay 5, and that is wrong. Kapag ito po ay minus, ang sinusundan niyang operation, kapag nag-subtract po tayo, sasama po natin yung operation niyang minus as negative. Ito po ay negative 40 minus 35. Okay? And that is negative 75. So, minus 75 po siya. Okay? So, malinaw po yun ha? Okay, so we have now 8m is equal to negative 7m minus 75. So, bakit ko po nilagyan ng space dito? Kasi ito pong negative 7m ay ililipat ko naman po sa left ng equal sign. Isasama po natin sa 8m. So, meron po kasing variable m, para silang may variable m. Pagsamahin po natin sila sa left side. Okay? So, negative 7, ang opposite po niya ay positive 7. Okay, kaya plus 7m sa right side, plus 7m sa left side. Okay po, isama po natin yung variable as a whole. Kaya ito pong negative 7m plus 7m, magiging 0 po yan. Maimove po natin sa left ng equal sign. Okay, we have now 8m plus 7m. Okay, so what is 8m plus 7m? Ano pong sagot? Yan po ay 15m. So kapag ina-add po natin yan, kakopy lang natin yung variable m, kung ano po yung variable. Kung magkapareho, pwede pong i-add. So m, copy natin. So m, then add the numerical coefficient. 8 plus 7 is 15. So we have now 15m. So ganyan po yung pag-a-add. Is equal to, ito na lang po yung matitira dito. So, minus 75. Iko-consider po natin yung negative 75 or yung minus as negative. Kaya ito po ay negative 75. Okay? So, we have now the equation. 15m is equal to negative 75. Okay? So, task ko po dito. Okay, so paano po isosolve yung value ng m? Since may kasama pong 15, imove natin yung 15 sa right side using division property of equality. So 15 po yung imove natin, so divide by 15 sa left, divide by 15 sa right. And then, cancel 15, ang matitira po sa left ay m. Then negative 75 divided by 15 is equal to negative 5. So m is equal to negative 5. So dito, since number po yung hinahanap, pwede pong negative yung lalabas. Ano po? So yung m ay nag-represent ng number. So ang sagot po natin dyan, the number is negative 5. Okay, so let's check if our answer na negative 5 is correct. So mula po dito sa ating equation, 35 plus 8m is equal to negative 7m minus 40. So ang m po natin or yung number po natin is negative 5. Substitute po natin dito. So 8m is 8 times m. Ito naman po negative 7 times m, negative 7m. That means negative 7 times m. So multiplication po yan. So this become, ganito po yan. So 35, then plus 8m, 8 times negative 5 is equal to negative 7. Ang m po ay negative 5 again. So negative 7 times negative 5, and then minus 40. So multiplication first. So this become, so 35 plus 8 times negative 5 is negative 40. Sa kabila naman, sa right side, is negative 7 times negative 5 is positive 35. So again, if you multiply negative times negative is positive. Okay, 35 and then bring down minus 40. So add natin sa left side, net 35 plus negative 40 is negative 5, and 35 minus 40 is negative 5 also. Is negative 5 equal to negative 5? Yes, that's correct. So therefore, yung sagot po natin na the number is negative 5 is correct. For number 7 problem, the difference between the two numbers is 67. The larger number is 3 less than 6 times the smaller number. Find the two numbers. Okay. So yung ating po problem ay medyo mahaba-haba. Bali, dalawang sentence po yung ating statement. Okay. At yung pangatlong sentence, ito po yung hinahanap ng problem. Find the two numbers. So dalawang numbers po yung ating hahanapin. So ano po yung dalawang numbers? Ito po yung larger number and smaller number. So guhitan ko po. We have smaller number and we have larger number. At sa unang statement, sabi niya, the difference between the two numbers is 67. Ano pong ibig sabihin ng difference? We are going to subtract. At kapag pinag-minus natin yung dalawang numbers, ang kanyang difference ay 67 o ang sagot ay 67. Okay, so paano po kaya gawan ng equation itong problem na ito? So first, kailangan natin yung smaller number at larger number para ma-subtract natin. Ang tanong, hindi natin alam kung ano yung smaller at larger number. So syempre, kung di natin alam, i-represent natin using variable. Okay? So ito po kung paano gawan ng equation. Let x smaller number. Okay? Since di natin alam yung smaller number, so any variable, ang ginamit ko po dito ay x. So x is the smaller number. How about the larger number? Paano po natin i-represent yung larger number? So ang larger number daw ay, the larger number is 3 less than 6 times the smaller number. So ang ginamit pong operation dito ay less than. And what is less than? Minus. So 3 less than. So ibig sabihin, 3 less than, nasa huli yung 3 for larger number. Okay? So here, ito po yung kanyang translation. 3 less than, ito po, 3 or minus 3. Nasa huli yung 3 kasi nauuna. Babalterin po natin kapag less than yung gagamitin. And then, 6 times the smaller number. Okay. So 6 times, ano yung smaller number natin? Ang smaller number natin ay x. Ano po? Inlagay po natin na x yung smaller number, kaya 6 times x. 6 times smaller number minus 3. Yun na po yung ating larger number. Okay? So again, 3 less than 6 times smaller number. So ganyan po yung kanyang translation. Okay, so next po ay, sa unang statement, the difference between the two numbers is 67. Okay, so kapag pinag-minus natin itong smaller number x at larger number 6x minus 3, ang kanyang difference ay 67. So gawin po natin yung equation. Ito po yung larger number. Unahin po natin na i-minus. Siyempre, para mas maganda po, unahin nating i-minus yung larger number dun sa smaller number. Okay. Ang larger natin ay 6x minus 3. Ito po. And then, i-minus natin sa smaller number. Ang smaller number ay x, kaya minus x. Ang kanyang difference ay, ito po nakalagay dito sa taas, 67. Okay? Equal to 67. So, we have now 6x minus 3 minus x equal to 67. So, again, yung 6x minus 3, yan po yung larger number. At ito pong x ay, yan po yung smaller number. At yung kanilang difference ay 67. Kaya ito po ay minus. Okay? So, how to solve? Ganito lang po yun. Pagtabihin natin itong may terms na may variable, yung 6x at x. So, pagtabihin natin para mai-simplify natin. So, 6x, ito po, minus x, minus x. So, kung ano yung, pag nilipat po natin, kung ano yung operation nila, yun po yung susundan natin. Since minus x, dito po ay minus x. Ito po ay minus 3 pa rin dito. Ano po? Okay lang po maglipat ng ganyan basta't hindi po tayo tatawid ng equal sign. Okay? No problem. Okay? Pero pag tumawid tayo ng equal sign, ibang usapin po yun. Hindi po ganyan yung paglilipat. Okay? So we have now 6x minus x. So paano po ito isubtract? 6x minus x. Ang numerical coefficient po ng x ay walang naka-indicate. So understood, ito po ay 1. Okay? May 1 po na numerical coefficient. So again, to subtract, copy the variable x and subtract the numerical coefficient 6 minus 1, that is equal to 5. And then yung variable, x. Okay? And then bring down, minus 3 is equal to 67. Okay? So, nasimplify na po natin yung dalawang terms na may x naging 5x. So, itaas ko po dito. Yan. So, we have now 5x minus 3 is equal to 67. Ngayon, itong minus 3, ilipat natin sa right ng equal sign. So, ang opposite ng minus 3 ay positive 3. So, we are going to add using addition property. If you add 3 sa left ng equal sign, add 3 din sa right ng equal sign para po balance yung ating equation. Now, mariremove po natin yung minus 3 plus 3. Okay? So, if you are going to add two opposite integers, then the sum is 0. So, negative 3 plus 3 is 0. Ang matitira po dito sa left ay 5x. Okay? And then sa right side, 67 plus 3 is 70. So, we have now 5x is equal to 70. Okay? So, ang sinusolve po natin ay x. May kasamang 5. We are going to remove 5 by using division property. Divide 5 to both side of the equation. Okay? Since 5 ang numerical coefficient, so divide 5. Pero dapat pag nag-divide tayo ng 5, left and right para balance po ulit. So matitira po dito ay yung variable x is equal to, divide natin 70 divided by 5 is 14. So we have now x is equal to 14. Again, ano po yung x na sinolve natin? Ang x po ay ito po, smaller number. So lagay ko po dito Sn. Okay? Our smaller number is 14. So what is our larger number? Okay, ang larger number natin ay 6x minus 3. Okay, lagay ko po yung ating equation. Ln, larger number, is 6x minus 3. So, to solve for larger number, substitute natin yung value ng x, smaller number na 14, dito sa ating expression. So, 6x, so 6 times 14. Okay? Minus 3. And what is 6 times 14 minus 3? The answer there is equal to 81. So, therefore, ang larger number po natin ay 81 at ang smaller number po natin ay 14. Okay, so lagay ko po dito para ma-check po natin kung tama. Ang smaller number natin ay 14 at yung larger number natin ay 81. So, 14 smaller, 81 larger. So, subtract po natin. Sabi po kasi dito, the difference of the two numbers is 67. Check po natin. Okay? So, 81 larger number, 14 smaller number. If you're going to subtract, the difference is 67. Tama po ba? 81 minus 14 is 67. And that is correct. So, therefore, ito na po yung sagot natin sa hinahanap ng problem. Find the two numbers. So, the two numbers are 81 and 14. Okay, for number 8 problem. The age of Benny is 4 more than 3 times the age of Tony. The sum of their ages is 32. Find their ages. Okay? So ito pong number 8 natin ay kakaiba namang problem. This is about age problem. Okay? So problem about age. So paano po kaya sasagutan yung hinahanap ng problem na find their age? So yung age po ni Benny at age po ni Tony. So ilang taon po sila? So ganito lang po 'yon. Okay, so first po ay i-let natin yung age ni Tony as X. Meron po kasing Tony dito. Guhitan natin si Tony at si Benny. Okay, so nakalagay po sa first statement, the age of Benny is 4 more than 3 times the age of Tony. So hindi natin makukuha yung age ni Benny kapag hindi natin alam yung age ni Tony. Ano po? Kasi yung age ni Benny ay 4 more than 3 times the age of Tony. Okay. Kaya si Tony, lagay natin ang kanyang age ay X, age of Tony. Ako naman po yung age ni Benny. Kapag ang age ni Tony ay X, ganito lang po yan. So, for the age of Benny, ang age po niya ay 4 more than. Ano po yung more than? Ito po ay plus. So, 4 plus 3 times the age of Tony. So, ito po yung kanyang translation. So, 4 more than. Ito po, 4 more than. So, 4 plus 3 times the age of Tony. So, 3 times the age of Tony. Ang age po ni Tony ay X. So, 3 times X. So, ito po yung age ni Benny. 4 plus 3X. Okay? So, meron na po tayong age ni Tony, X, at age ni Benny, 4 plus 3X. Okay? Sabi dito sa next sentence, the sum of their age is 32. So kapag pinag-add natin itong age ni Tony na X at age ni Benny na 4 plus 3X, ang kanilang sum ay 32. Okay, so lagay po natin, X, age of Tony, i-add natin, pa-plus natin yung age ni Benny na 4 plus 3X. Okay? Ang sum po nila ay equal to 32. So again, ang X, age ni Tony, 4 plus 3X, age ni Benny. Okay, so now, we're going to solve. So, pagsamahin po natin o pagtabihin natin itong x and 3x, kagaya sa ginawa natin sa previous example. So, x, ito po, plus 3x, isama natin yung kanyang operation plus 3x. And then, baba po natin, idugtong natin dito, plus 4. Okay? Then, equal to 32. So, next, ang purpose po niya ay i-add po natin itong x plus 3x. So, again, paano po i-add? Ano numerical coefficient ng x dito? Wala pong naka-indicate. Understood na ito po ay 1. So, in adding terms with different variable, with the same variable rather, copy the variable x and add the numerical coefficient 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4, so that is 4x. And then bring down plus 4 equal to 32. Okay, so we have now 4x plus 4 is equal to 32. So itaas ko po dito. Okay? I am going to move plus 4 to right side of the equation. So plus 4, ang opposite ng positive 4 ay negative 4. So subtract minus 4 or subtract 4 to both sides of the equation. So yung plus 4 minus 4, ito po ay magiging 0 na po yan. Okay? So matitira po dito sa left ng equal sign ay 4x. Okay? At sa right side, 32 minus 4 is 28. So we have now the equation 4x is equal to 28. Okay, so malapit na. So may kasama pong 4 yung x, we're going to remove or move to the right side. So of course, we're going to use division property to remove. So divide by 4 to both sides of the equation. So ang matitira po dito ay x, and then sa right side, 28 divided by 4 is equal to 7. Okay, so the value of x is equal to 7. At ano po yung x natin? Ang x po ay age ni Tony. Okay, so yan po yung kay Tony. How about naman yung age po ni Benny? Ang age ni Benny ay 4 plus 3x. So lagay ko po, for Benny, 4 plus 3x. So to simplify, substitute natin yung age ni Tony na 7 dito sa x dito. Okay, so this will become 4 plus 3 times 7. Okay, what is the answer? Multiply first before you add. So 3 times 7 is 21 plus 4, that is equal to 25. So the age of Benny is equal to 25 and the age of Tony is equal to 7. Okay, so let's check if our answer is correct. So, ang na-compute po natin na age ni Tony is 7 at yung age ni Benny naman ay 25 yung na-compute po natin dito. So, let's check. Sabi po doon that the sum of their age is 32. So, kapag i-add daw po natin yung kanilang age, the sum is 32. So, add nga natin 7 plus 25 is 32 and that is correct. So, therefore, yung ating final answer, find their ages. Ito po yung ating sagot. Tony is 7 years old and Benny is 25 years old. Okay, so another method po para makapag-create po tayo ng equation mula po sa statement na age problem ay gagamit po tayo ng table form. Okay, so sa table, lagay po natin yung dalawang tao, si Benny at si Tony. Okay, since si Benny ay nakadepende yung edad niya kay Tony, kaya unahin po natin si Tony dito sa ating column, sa ating table. So Tony and then Benny. So second column, yan po yung age at yung third column, yung sum po ng age ni Tony at ni Benny. So, for the age of Tony, hindi natin alam kung ano yung age ni Tony. So, represent natin using variable. Kaya gumamit po tayo ng variable x. So, yung age ni Benny naman ay, ito po, nakalagay dito, 4 more than 3 times the age of Tony. Kaya 4 plus 3x. And then, as a whole, ano yung sum ng age nila sa second sentence? The sum of their age is 32. Okay, yung age po nila ay 32. Yan po yung kung paano maggawa ng equation. So pag mayroon ka na po dito, so age po ni Benny ay ni Tony is x, ni Benny naman ay 4 plus 3x, you're going to add and then the sum is 32. Okay? So let's become x plus 4 plus 3x is equal to 32. So ganyan po yung pag-create ng equation using table form para hindi po kayo malito. Okay, for number 9 problem, ito po yung ating problem. I want you to give this one as your activity kung umabot ka po sa video na ito. Okay, so baka pwede pong i-post yung video na ito. Try to solve this problem. At kapag na-solve mo at mayroong sagot, baka pwede mo namang i-share sa amin yung iyong sagot. So, i-comment po ninyo sa comment box. At hintayin po ninyo, tingnan po natin kung tama po yung inyong sagot. Salamat sa pagod kaibigan. Kung natuto ka at nagustuhan mo yung video na ito, baka pwede mo namang i-click yung like and then subscribe na rin kung bago ka pa lang dito sa aking channel.